McInnis with Pemberton Holmes, revic.ca. In today's video, I'm going to touch on the subject of unrestricted rentals, transient zoning, short-term vacation rentals, and Airbnb. So in the city of Victoria, as of recent times, the city has actually implemented mandatory business licensing for operators of short-term vacation rentals, such as Airbnb, if that's where you're going to post your short-term vacation rental, or say a VRBO. But I want to just get into a little bit about transient zoning. A lot of the time you see a zoning classed or stated as unlimited or unrestricted rentals. It can be a little bit confusing because on the surface it may appear as though you're allowed to do that, 2 or 3 nights to various visitors that are coming into the city, but that's not actually the case. So there are obviously a lot of condominiums that are for sale, listed for sale, that do have unrestricted rentals, but not necessarily transient zoned. So we're going to touch on that a little bit today. I hope you get something out of the video, and I hope that it's helpful for you. Okay, so currently I have a little cheat sheet in my hand here. I'm just going to run through some of the current buildings within the city, mostly in the core of downtown area, that are transient zoned. Okay, so we'll start with 751 Fairfield. That's the Astoria building, kind of in the hotel district. Next up we have 728 Yates, that's the Era building. What else we have? We have 562 Yates, that's further down. Lower Yates, that's the Oriental. 595 Pandora, that I believe is a fairly recent one, 2017, I think it was converted. Used to be an old government building, not sure if you're aware of that. Beyond that we have 528 Pandora, that's the Union building. And actually 517 Fiskard is also the Union because it's on both of those streets, both transient zoned. After that we have 409 Swift, that's down by Canoe Brew Pub, that's the Mermaid Wharf. We have 456 Pandora, that's the Janion building, which I'm sure you know. 599 Pandora, that's actually above Mountain Equipment Co-op. Not a lot of people realize there are condos in the top half of that building. 610 Johnson, it's called the Monaco, and that's actually right across the street. After that, this one you may not know actually, and I didn't myself, was 732 Cormorant, and that's the Corazon, or Corazon. You take your pick on pronunciation. 760 Johnson, that's the Juliet building right on the corner there. And then back into the hotel district area down by the Empress, we have 707 Courtney, that's called the Falls, and then also 708 Burdette, which is the Falls as well. And I think that might be it. Actually, no, there's one more. 524 Yates Street, that's down Lower Yates by the Oriental as well, and that's called the Lesser building. So that's about it. That's approximately a dozen that are currently transient zoned. I think the list could potentially be a little bit bigger actually, but I'm certain at this moment in time that those are all transient zoned. So, by jumping through the hoops with getting a business license and setting up all of that, you can operate as a Airbnb, or if that's what you want to do, short-term vacation rental. So just to touch on a bit about licensing in the city of Victoria, at this moment in time the city has a web page, and I'll actually add the link at the end of the video so you can see for yourself what it takes to get that set up, to be an operator of a short-term vacation rental. So they've distinguished 2 types at this moment. We have a business license at $150, and that is only for an owner-operator that resides in the residence. So if you live in the building and you own say another unit in the building, and you want to use that as revenue to operate Airbnb, then that is permitted with that license at $150. Outside of that, all other types, is what it states on their website, is $1,500. I do know that it was mentioned, and I'm pretty sure there's a plan in place for maybe I think it's the end of this year, end of 2018, that the city will be prorating some of the licensing fees. So I would just say to you guys, expect it to change a little bit over time. It probably will. Anyway, I thought this would be helpful for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of the video and you learned something. I will, as mentioned, put some links at the end of the video, as well as some of the addresses of the buildings that I mentioned here today that are transient zoned. So thanks for watching. It's Blair McInnis with Pemberton Homes, revig.ca.